guys, welcome back to my video. This is your favorite Jamaican lock queen coming to you. Wagwan, what's good? Honored. Welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today I'm super excited to bring you part 2 of my series that I'm doing on my channel, what to expect. Now this is the deciding phase of the lock journey. Before you even book the appointment, I just want to give you a little heads up of the mistakes to avoid, the guidelines to follow before you even commit to the lock journey. It is a beautiful journey, totally a journey of self-discovery and just loving on yourself and discovering your true authentic hair texture, seeing it not covered up, unfiltered, maybe for some of you for the very first time in your life. So yeah, I just want to give you some heads up as to what to bear in mind, keep in mind, consider before you decide if locks is the journey for you. All right, so this is part 2. Let's get into it. Let me just put on my glasses. So number 1 is do not compare your hair to others. I know it's tempting, you guys. I know it's absolutely tempting to be on the YouTube streets, just looking at people and their hair journey. You're watching videos of how their hair looked prior to getting locks. Then you're looking at the videos of how their hair looked in the starter lock phase, and of course the monthly updates and the yearly updates. And that is great, but please use that as your inspiration to get locks. Use it as your motivation and use it as an educational tool to know what to expect, some of the things that you can expect and will encounter on your lock journey. But please, I beg you no do me, I beg you no, please do not use other people's locks, how it look in year 1, 2, or even month 7 as a blueprint. Do not use it as a blueprint of how your locks are gonna look. You are an individual. Locks is an individual journey. You're your own person. Your locks are going to be just as unique as you are. Now, granted, you will find some people on the YouTube streets that have similar hair texture to yours, similar hair density. They may even have the lock count that you're considering to get for yourself. And you're like, oh my God, when I did my mini twist, if you ever rock that style, when I did my mini twist looks similar to their mini twist when they installed it. Oh my God, my hair's gonna... I beg, please do not use it as a blueprint. Of course, you're getting an idea of what your locks may possibly look like, but more than anything, you should use their videos as inspiration to say that, okay, this is what I can expect and I can definitely do it, because you saw how they went through the different stages and they pushed through and now their locks are blossoming. So that is what you need to take away from those videos: education and inspiration. All right, so number 2, you guys, know your why. Know why you want to get locks. Let it be firmly planted in your mind, in your being. It shouldn't be because your friends have locks and maybe they have locks for 3+ years, 5 years, I don't know, and you absolutely love how it looks. So that's a good motivator, but that alone may not be enough to sustain you. Even if you started out like that, I guarantee that along the journey of along the lock journey way, you got a bigger why. So if you're able to zone in from the very beginning as to why you want to get locks, whether it's from a spiritual a reason, whether it's for a religious reason, or whether it's just plain and simple for fashion purposes, like you love the aesthetics of twists and palm rolls and the neat and sleek look, and you absolutely want that in your life. You're ready for it lifestyle wise. You are just absolutely ready for it. But the reason why you need to know your why is because the lock journey can be a lonely journey, especially if there's no one else in your family that rock locks, especially if your circle of friends don't even wear natural hairstyles. Like, it can be a super lonely journey. The only way it might not feel lonely is if you're constantly looking on YouTube and you feel the support coming out from the lock community. But within your life, within your reality, it can be a very lonely journey. So you need to know your why. You need to be firmly planted in your why so that you don't get discouraged by the slightest bad hair day or the slightest mean comment that someone may have, discriminatory comment, whether from your family, whether from your friends or outsiders. You need to be planted firmly in your why. All right, number 3, you guys. I'm going real fast today. I'm rushing through because the first video was too long, but it was great stuff. So this next video, I'm keeping it real short for you. Okay, number 3 is, are you willing to learn the skills in order to maintain your own locks? Okay, so whatever method you choose to use to maintain your locks, are you willing to learn that skill? Because even though you might have 1 or 2 locticians, you know, you have a main loctician, she's your main girl or your main guy, but then you might have a backup for those days when the main one not available, right? But life is a series of unpredictable moments, my friend. You might not be able to call upon your loctician when you really need her. When you're in a pinch and you need to be snatched together real quick, you have a function, you have an occasion, and you need your hair done. So are you willing to learn the skills? And I'm telling you, it might sound like, oh, it's not a big deal. But remember when I tell you that there might be a day when you really need your hair snatched together and you know, your loctician is not available. You don't have a cousin, you don't have a friend that can just quickly zoop and get your hair together, and then you don't know the skill. So you need to consider, are you willing to learn the skill that is required to help yourself? Because there's gonna come a time when you need to help yourself. So you have to be open-minded about that. All right, now number 4, you guys, lint and buildup are inevitable. People in the back, lint and buildup are inevitable. I do not care, we do not care how many YouTube videos you watch that told you that you can wear a bonnet to avoid lint. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Lint and buildup are inevitable for the simple reason that when you are a loose natural, our hair collected the same stuff. It collected the lint, the dust particles in the air, and the dirt, and not to mention the products that you used to put on it, the oil and all those stuff, right? And of course you have gravity. All these things came down on your loose natural hair, but the difference now is that your hair, when it was in the loose state, were separated, the strands were separated, and so when you washed it, all those dirt and dust particles and oil washed away. But now that your hair is tightly intertwined and like literally just compact, in a very compact state, that all the lint and the dust and the oil and the dust particles, they're not gonna freely wash away. They're gonna get lodged and stuck in the strands, this tightly intertwined strand of your hair, which is your lock. So that is why, my friends, you cannot avoid it. So you have to that was a little intense, but it is true. It is true. My first set of locks, 2017 to 2021, for 4+ years, I interlocked. I barely used any heavy products. I kept it very light, oil, water, and liquid leave-in moisturizing sprays. That's what I did. And I had buildup, and I had lint. Lint was still attracted to my hair. And I use anti-residue shampoo once a month, sometimes twice a month, depending on if I was heavy-handed with my oil or not that month. So get comfortable. Embrace the idea that you're not going to be able to avoid. Now there's levels. there are levels to build up, okay? If you do the methods that require you to use product to snatch your locks, your roots together, then you're gonna have more buildup than someone who interlock their hair and don't use a whole lot of products. So again, if it is that you don't like the excess buildup look when it come on to all the crazy photos that you might see out there on the internet, then my advice is that to choose a maintenance method that doesn't require you to be using all those I'm not sure what they call it. I know that some people use gel, but other people use other kinds of products. I am not versed when it comes down to twisting and palm rolling. I'm not versed as to the products. I just use edge control and keep it pushing. So I don't have much to say about that, but all I must say that there are levels, and if you are going to be doing retwisting and palm rolling, obviously some people use water and oil to do that. Everybody here is different. You might need a heavier product, but watch the ingredients and stay away from beeswax, okay? Stay away from waxes. All right, number 5. Oh, before I move on, you guys, so I am going to be launching a hair oil very soon, and I would love for you to drop down in the comments if you would be interested in trying out my hair oil. I will send it to you free, no cost to you. The only cost is going to be a little time on your part to let me know what you think about the hair oil. In the weeks to come, I'm going to, of course, let you know what the full ingredients list is. Right now, my main ingredient is sea moss, which I'm excited about. Sea moss. So you guys, if you would be interested in trying out my hair oil, definitely leave a comment and say yes to hair oil, and I will definitely keep you in mind to send you the oil to try out. Again, I am going to be giving you more details in the weeks to follow, but I have in mind to send it to about 10 people. So the earlier you respond and push to yes to hair oil, then you'll be on my list. All right, but anyways, getting back to the list, number 5 and the very final point on this list, things to avoid, things to remember, things to consider before even going full force on your lock journey is, do you see locks as an expense or an investment? And this is all mindset. Do you see it as an expense or an investment? And the reason why you have to ask yourself this is, depending on how you see locks, how you perceive it, that is going to determine the attitude you have towards what you're willing to pay for your installation, who you're willing to have as your loctician. Is going to influence so many things. It's also going to influence the lock type that you get and how you choose to do your maintenance. But the biggest thing is, if you're looking at locks as an expense, you're going to be acting real stingy towards it, and it's not going to be a journey that you're going to overall like. If you're thinking about money from the very start, or if you're thinking of it as a limiting with the hairstyles that you can do, or if you're thinking about it as it's too time consuming, or it doesn't fit in your lifestyle but you like the look. But if you have all these excuses that sound like liabilities, and you know it's going to require so much of you, then you're not the right person for locks. So leave it. Just stay where you are, find something else. She ain't your girl, you don't have to par, okay? But locks is an investment, and here why. It's an investment to celebrate your beauty. We all know that European standard of beauty is heavily pushed in the media. You see it everywhere, especially if you live in an area where it's highly Caucasian, then you're going to be seeing it everywhere, right? And so when you decide to lock your hair, first of all, it is and can be a lonely journey, but you are celebrating your own You're celebrating Black people here. You're celebrating Black people's standard of beauty. You're truly making an investment to show up as your authentic self, and you're showing up and showing the world that Black hair is beautiful. Okay, so you are being your own standard of beauty, which means that you're keeping your money in your pocket. Okay, so in some sense you are saving a ton of money, especially if you were a product junkie or you are a product junkie prior to being locked. Like when you get your locks, you, even if you're doing the palm roll and the twisting, you're still gonna have way less products than you did before you were loose natural. So it's an investment because you are going to be saving a ton of money in your pocket. Now next, when it comes on to do you see it as an expense or an investment, it is an investment into your health. Again, you are going to be spending way less money buying chemicals to put on your scalp, which your body absorbs. Your body literally absorbs all the chemicals we put on our skin, in our scalp, in our mouth. Our entire exterior is very porous. So if you used to do the relaxers, I don't know if you're aware, but a lot of women that have been doing like relaxers and just chemically treating their hair for years, they have found in a study that there's a link to uterine fibroids and people who use a lot of relaxers. So if you are turning away from chemically treating your hair, again, you are investing in your health. You are going to be less exposed to all those harmful and cancerous chemicals, and that's a yay, because you know, as Black women, we are way more statistically way more at risk of getting fibroids, uterine cancer, and all these crazy things that we suffer from reproductively. So having locks is a change of lifestyle in so many ways, and it's definitely for me a big investment into my health. And the final point is that when you embark on this lock journey, you're literally on a journey of self-acceptance, and that's a huge investment. I mean, so many people walk around, regardless of their color, so many people walk around just wanting to be accepted. Wanted to be accepted by society, want to be accepted by your lover, want to be accepted by your friends. We're all seeking acceptance, but the biggest acceptance that we should be seeking is that of self. And when you go on the lock journey, there's no hiding you, there's no covering up you. You are in your unfiltered state. A lot of us, we grow up, and as soon as we reach some of us, our hair got perm when we're younger than 10, or our hair got perm when we're younger than 18. And a lot of us don't remember how our hair look, or natural, authentic, from root to tip. We don't know, we don't remember our hair texture. When you go on the lock journey, you cannot hide who you are. You're coming face to face with yourself. And what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You can't do anything but lean into it and accept that this is your unfiltered state. Okay, so it's a true journey of self-acceptance and self-love, and this is why a lot of people decide to comb out their locks, because the journey of exposure is too much. They say, I beg, I don't want it. Please stop. What is this? Society not accepting me. And I feel like there's too much barriers. I feel like an outcast. It's too lonely of a journey. And oh my God, ooh, I'm not sure I like this because it's unfamiliar. I've never seen myself this way. That is why a lot of people run back to what is familiar. And that's not me bashing anybody. That's not me saying, oh, you're doing a horrible job. That is me saying that this is the realness of being on the lock journey. You are going to be exposed. You have to embrace your authentic self. But when you get over the hurdles of your hair not acting right, you having bad hair days, you feeling unloved, unwelcome, not accepted, and you feel like that's what society is doing, which really a projection on yourself. You're feeling that way in yourself because you're judging yourself so harshly, so you feel like society is doing that, when yeah, it could be true, but not to the extent that we make up in our minds. So when we get past all of that noise of oh my god, then we're going to really relax into this feeling of oneness with ourselves, and we're going to relax into this feeling of this is me, and I love me, and I embrace me. And what more is there to say? What more is there to say than if you don't like me, too bad, because I accept this. I accept this. So be ready to lean into the mentality that this is a process of true self-acceptance and self-love. And I repeat this point in this video because a lot of people just mentally, even if you decide to get locks for fashion reasons, for aesthetic reasons, you still have to come face to face with the fact that your locks are going to be pushing you beyond your comfort zone with yourself, comfort zone with how society chooses to accept you or not. It is going to push you. I don't care how tight and how unscheduled you are with slicking those babies down. You are going to be challenged within yourself. Anyways, you guys, that's it. Again, please like up the video and leave a comment in the comment section to say yes to oil. If you want to be on my list, I want to give away 10 free samples for you to try it out. Let me know how you like it and that kind of thing, because I do plan to launch my oil. Main ingredients is gonna be sea moss, and you'll get further details in the weeks to come. Thank you so much for your support, you guys. Love you all a ton. Bye.